Hi, boys and girls. How you doing? Here we go. Chapter 3, Lesson 6, choose a multiplication method. So in this lesson, you get to think about the different ways you've multiplied and choose the one that works best for you. So I'm going to start number 2 on here with an estimate and then the actual answer, but I'm going to start with the area model. Okay, you might call it something different, but it's this one. Okay, we are going to break apart 67 and 85. Ooh, but before we do that, look at this. I almost missed it. It says to estimate first. Okay, so let's round 67. That is closer to 70 than 60. And then we're going to round 85. Oh, 5 right in the middle. So that means you go up to the next 10, 90. Okay? So 70 plus 90, we do our basic fact of 7 times 9. And if we use our nines trick, we put down the 7th finger. We have 6 fingers on one side and 3 on the other. That is 63. Now, I've seen a lot of my students just bring these 2 zeros straight down and just call it 0. But you can't do that. Okay, guys? You have to look at these as that one is, this 0 means that it's 10 times bigger than the 7. This 0 means that it's 10 times bigger than just 9. So we have to use 1, 2, both of those zeros, and include them in our final estimated product and make it 6,300. So really, it's 100 times bigger, right? There's 10 and there's 10. Okay, so remember, do the basic fact and then count the zeros, okay? Okay, so let's go on to the actual multiplication, okay? So 67 and 85, I'm going to break them apart by place value. 60 plus 7 is 67, and then across the top, 80 plus 5 is 85. All right, so right here I have 60 rows of 80, which equals 6 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40, so another set of 8 is 48, and then the 2 zeros. Okay, and then right here I have 7 rows of, how many are in each row? Here it is right up here. 7 rows of 80. Okay, and 7 times 8, oh my goodness, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right, 5, 6, 56. And just 1 0, 560. Okay, and then moving up here to this row, I have how many rows there? Well, we have to go over here. Okay, 60 rows of, how many are in each row? 5. 60 rows of 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Add on that 1 0, 300. And then down here, how many, whoops, I meant to make that green. There we go. How many rows go to the parallel line, right? If that's 7 rows, then that's got to be 7 rows, right? Because rows go all the way across. So 7 rows of, how many in each row? Right up there. 7 rows of 5, which is 35. Okay, so I have my 4 partial products. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what do I do with those? I add them up. Now what I'm going to have to do is use some space over here. 4,800. That's one of them. 560 is the other. There's 300. Oh my goodness. And there's 35. Oh my gosh. Look what I've done, boys and girls. All right. I'm going to have to write the sum over to the side. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. And then 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And let me see, what do I have here? I know 5 plus 3 is 8. Oh, and that gives me 8 plus 8. One of my doubles facts, right, is 16. Okay. And then 4 plus this guy plus 1 is 5. So our final product is 5,695 right there. Okay, pretty close to the estimate. I mean, you know, so 6,300, 5,695. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's go to the next one. So for this one, boys and girls, I'm going to use the what they call the place value method or the algorithm or what is the most efficient. Okay? All right, so I'm not going to forget the estimate first this time. So 49 rounds to 50 and 54 also rounds to 50. Oh, isn't that a nice little set of numbers? 5 plus 5 is 25. 1, 2, 1, 2. So our estimate is 2,500. So what I'm going to do is rewrite this problem over here. So I have plenty of space. 49 times 54. Okay, here we go. Ones place first. 4 times 9 is 36. Still working on this 4 times 4. Right? So the ones times the tens is 16 plus these 3 tens that we regrouped, 17, 18, 19. Okay? Now we're going to go to the tens place right there. Okay? Oopsie. Wait a minute, I got to change colors. The tens place right there. Okay? So we are finished with the ones place. So what we do to show that is, hey, ones place, no one else is going to go in there, 0. Because now I'm multiplying with tens. 5 sets of 10 times 9. 5 times 9 is 45. So I have to regroup over here. Now, look, bye-bye. We don't want that messing us up. I like to cross those out too. So 5 times 9 is 45. Okay? And then finally, we multiply tens times tens. 5 times 4 is 20, plus these 4 extra tens is 24. You don't have to regroup this 24 because there's nothing in the hundreds place to regroup it into. Okay? So we're just going to pop it right down here, 24. Okay? There's no regrouping because there's not a digit there in the hundreds place. So we just put it right down in the partial product zone. We're going to add these two together. And let's see, 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 9 is 9, and 5 is 14, right? Because 9 plus 1 is 10 with 4 left over. Okay, then 4, 5, 6, 2. 2,646 using the place value method or the algorithm or whatever. But it's the most efficient. This is a good one for you to practice so that you can multiply 2-digit times 2-digit numbers quickly but accurately. Okay? So let's check. Actual, estimate. Oh yeah, much closer than that last one. All right, let's keep going. This is number 13, okay, in the problem solving area. I'm going to start reading and you read along with me, guys. Each class at Briarwood Elementary collected at least 54 cans of food during the food drive. If there are 29 classes in the school, what was the least number of cans collected? Okay, let me go back into the problem like we do. So each class collected 54 cans. And they're saying at least because maybe some classes collected more. But everybody got at least 54 cans. And in this school, there are 29 classes. So when they say, what is the least number of cans collected? They're saying the least because maybe someone collected more than 54, but everyone collected 54 at least. So if there were 54 cans collected by 29 classes, we have 29 groups of 54 cans, okay? I'm going to use the algorithm again, guys. If you feel like you want to use this area model method, you may, but I'm going to use the algorithm because I know that's the most efficient. Okay, 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 5 is 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay. Then we say farewell to you, ones place. We are done with you. I'm putting a placeholder of 0 in there, and then you go bye-bye because we already used you. We are going to move over the tens place now. 2 times 4 is 8. All right, and then we're going to do 2 times 5 is 10. Now look, I'm looking up here. We didn't have to regroup, did we? There's nothing to add on to 2 times 5. And that happens sometimes. 2 times 5 is 10. Again, like that last one. There's not anything in the hundreds place for regrouping, so we just go 10. Add these two partial products together. 8 plus 8, awesome, doubles fact, is 16. 4 plus 1 is 5, and then our friend 1. So the school collected at least 1,566 cans. Okay, you could say cans of food too if you wanted. All right, awesome. We're going to the back now, so turn your paper over. Here we are on the back. Lesson check. I bet this is going to be more multiplying. Okay, read along with me. A choir needs new robes for each of its 46 singers. A choir is like a chorus. Like if you're in chorus, you're in a choir, okay? So the choir has 46 singers. Here we are. Each robe costs $32. What will be the total cost for all 46 robes? So 46 singers are each getting a $32 robe. Okay, so I guess I'll use the area model here. I know some of you, that's your fave, but not efficient. Okay, 30 plus 2, 40 plus 6. I've broken apart my numbers to get 4 partial products. Okay, so right here, 30 times 40 is 3 times 4 is 12, and boom, boom, 2 zeros. I'm actually going to write this right up here as I go along. 1,200. Over here in this box, remember, if that is 30, that parallel line is 30 because it's two sides of a rectangle. You guys know that. You are rectangle geniuses at this point, right? Okay, so 3 times 6 is 18 with 1 0, 180. Let's go down here. 2 rows of 40. Rows of 40. 2 times 4 is 8, and 1 0. 80. Oh, I had to squeeze that one in. 80. And then we have our precious little ones place box. Boop, 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 boop. 2 rows of 6. And 2 rows of 6 is 12. All right. add up our four partial products. 0, 0, 0, 2. 8 plus 8, 16, plus 1 is 17, and then 2, 3, 4, and 1 in the thousands place. So the total cost for 46 choir robes is 1,000. Ring-a-ding-ding. There it is. Okay, $1,472. Good work. All right, let's move on. This is in the spiral review, and look what we're going back to here. Chapter 1, Lesson 7. It's always good to go back that far, guys, because the more you think about things, the more they are committed into your long-term memory. Okay, so you got to keep it back in your long-term memory. So you open up that filing cabinet, and there it is in your brain. All right, I'm going to read it starting now. Here we go. During the 2008-2009 season, there were, ooh, look at this whopper, 801,372 people who attended the home hockey games in Philadelphia. Okay? There were, look at that big number. Think about how you would read that. Remember, just look at that, set, and that's a word, that's not a number. 609,907 people who attended the home hockey games in Phoenix. So they just told us about two different cities and the people who attended or went to the hockey games. So let's see what the question they're asking us is right here. How much greater was the home attendance in Philadelphia than in Phoenix? How much greater? So they're asking how much more. So they're asking how those numbers are different. What's the difference between those two numbers, right? When they say how much greater, how many more. So what do we do to find difference? We, you know, subtract, right? Because that's what the answer to subtraction is. It's a difference. 609,907. Okay, it's always good to practice subtraction with regrouping. Okay, so thinking back, get that out of your little file folder in your brain. 2 minus 7, starting always in the ones place, right? 2 minus 7. Now, I can't take 7 away from 2. I have to regroup. I'm taking 1 from there. You get it, 12. So we have 12 minus 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 5. And we have 6 minus 0. 6. Love that one. 3 minus 9. Uh-oh. Regroup again. Goodbye, 1. Now you're 0. I give 1 to the 3, so that's 13. 13 minus 9. There's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 4. Okay, so 0 minus 9. Can't do that. So I go over here next door to this place value and try to get what I need, but that's nothing. It's 0. What am I going to do? I'm going to go over here to you. Thank you, 8. I'm taking 1 from you. So now, yay, I have 10 there now. But I still can't subtract 0 minus 9. So farewell, 10. I'm taking 1 from you. So now I have 10 minus 9. Now I can subtract. 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, so then 9 minus 0 is 9. 7 minus 6 is 1. So carefully read this number. Read that part first, just like it's in the hundreds. 191,465. It's also good to practice reading those numbers, isn't it? So choice B is the difference between the Philadelphia attendance and the Phoenix attendance. Okay? Awesome job. Now do all the rest your teachers want you to do.